My name is Sarah Nikeza, and you can reach me via my hashtag on Instagram at MoxieDoll. That's MoxyDoll. I have extremely baby fine hair, so it's difficult to create volume. So I've been a hairstylist for 17 years, and one of my clients actually came in with one of her wigs that she was going through chemo to make it look a little more realistic. And I thought, oh my gosh, what a great idea. Like, I want to try this out because it saves me loads of time doing all that work to get the volume and to go outside and in an hour it's flat. So with my real hair, I mean, I like doing my hair. It just saves me so much time. I like my sleep more. Products, everything. I invest in a wig. I don't have to invest in going to the salon, spending on hundreds of dollars of products that may or may not work. Also, my natural hair is probably a level 1, which is jet black. So to get this color from that is extremely difficult and damaging, and that's why I love it. It gives me that easy accessibility to change it day to day. What I love about wigs is the versatility, the changing factor. Just like like to change my makeup every day, I like to change my hair every day. I like to be red, I like to be blonde, I like to be it all. Curly, straight, long, short, pixie. I love it. I don't think I'll never not wear wigs. It's only prepped me for, the future and beyond, because it saves me so much time. I even keep a spare wig in my car just in case something doesn't work out or we have a malfunction. So yeah, definitely in the future, there's no doubt I'll always wear wigs. I asked my clients where they were getting their wigs, and they were definitely more investment pieces, which for me that had never tried a wig, I'm like, okay, so I researched beauty shops, because not a lot of places are going to say wig store, or they have a lot of tactful terms. So I'm from Chicago originally. I live in Florida now, so I found a couple beauty supplies and I was lost. I walked in, by myself. I saw extensions, hair hanging, loads and hundreds of mannequins with wigs. I was overwhelmed. I had no clue what I was looking for. My hair, as I said, it's jet black. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna find something as close to that with bangs. So I didn't have to worry about a lace or blending. I got one that was long because I had a pixie cut at the time. I just jumped into it. It was cost effective. I don't think it could have been more than $30, which I'm like, okay, I'm willing to try that out. And everyone that, I loved it. Everyone couldn't believe. They thought I got extensions. They couldn't believe how great it looked. And from there on, I was hooked. One, like I said, with how easy it was, and the versatility. I had a pixie haircut at the time. So to get, 2 feet extra length of hair was, yeah, I loved the feeling. It was a great feeling. It was an immediate confidence boost. Like, they did not bring up anything about, wigs or alternative hair pieces when I was in beauty school. I was overwhelmed when my client brought me her, hair piece to work on, but I went about it just as if it's a normal hair on someone's head, as I would as a hairstylist. I would do your research. That's how I got into it more. I watched tutorials. I, searched the web. I started following a lot of other influencers on wigs they were wearing. YouTube videos. How do I wash it? What do I put in it? Even if it's not 100% human hair, there's a bunch of different resources to utilize. Again, with the internet nowadays, you can find anything. So, and even at the wig shop, at the beauty supply, I asked the girls there, like, what do they recommend? Because not at the time when I was in beauty school, it was some time ago, no one was wearing wigs. It was all about the extensions and the tape-ins and, the clip-ins, which are still relevant nowadays. But I always suggest, do your research, find a wig community, which I know I found here, all over, the social media, where it's more relevant nowadays than it ever was. So there's resources of things that'll work, things that won't work, skin tone, even, like, it comes down to, and what would complement it. That would help in the cosmetology world at a beauty school, because those are like the foundations, color theory and complementing. There's a whole world in itself. I feel like there could be a whole course in like a cosmetology school now. My Instagram page is me. I've never claimed to just be a hairstylist on Instagram. I've never claimed to be a makeup artist. I've never just claimed to be just wigs. I'm a cat mom now, so a lot of it's me. Every day you're gonna see me. I'm not trying to be someone I'm not. I love to promote the wigs, though. I love to promote that it is common, because day to day, even still, I get people that are like, wait, like, are you okay? Where I think there's, a perception of, oh, you're wearing a wig, are you all right? Is there something wrong? Or no, like, I have my real hair. I love to change it up. I love to dress up. I think every little girl has that moment growing up, but I like to promote that. And again, in the wig community, I found on social media, that's what it's about, that it's okay, whether you have, a medical issue, or your bio hair is still there, or versatility, or you want to try something out, that it's okay. You don't technically need an excuse. So that's what I've always tried to push that, and I've had those days where you kind of do get down in the beginnings of wearing a wig. You're worrying, is it looking okay? Or is someone going to say something? Is someone going to make fun of me? And I've gone through every single one of those, but I'm still wearing them, 15 years later. And you have to work on yourself to embrace it more, I believe. I would say, reach out, find a community. There are more people, there's always someone that feels like alone in a new journey. There's always a community to embrace, and reach out. I've seen a lot of influencers, guide people, like, not to be fearful. I always call them wig runs. Whenever I got a new wig, and when I got my first wig, I wore it to the grocery store. I didn't wear it like on my day to work. I didn't wear it going out to friends, because you don't know what's going to happen. So it's almost like a trial run. Get something you're comfortable with. And I said, like, go pump gas, go get your groceries, do stuff so you know how you're going to react and how you're going to feel. And, the whole flyaway aspect, I feel a lot of wig wearers have come into conflict with. That's something new to deal with if you've never worn a wig. It's getting comfortable. I think it's a tight-knit group, welcoming, they're going through something similar, where you're not an outsider. I know one of my top ones that I follow is Real Wig Fun. She's great just for showing the products, showing how they look out of the box, of all styles. I saw she specialized in blondes. That's what caught my eye, because, as I said, I have naturally dark black hair. I never thought I would look okay as a blonde, and she showed so many different tones that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy. She encouraged me to buy my first Raquel Welch wig, because I'm like, this looks amazing. I gotta get one. Taz's Wigs Closet as well. I like to follow people that are actually showing all the different styles from every angle, no filters, because what you see is what you're gonna get. You're not being coaxed into something that you get it and out of the box you're like, this is nothing like I thought it was gonna be. And yeah, I follow a lot of women that have actually their bio hair as well still, that, as just like myself, we like changing it. We like the time saving aspect of it. I follow women that have gone through actual, medical issues, where they've turned to the wigs, whether it be alopecia or some other underlying case. But it's a positive community, and that's what I love about it. It depends on the day. Depends on the season. I mean, I love like the reds, I love the blondes, but I love different lengths as well. I like keeping my bio hair short. It's easy. I found a lot of synthetic wigs that, like this is a synthetic wig, and I fooled everyone today. I started out with just wigs that had bangs because they were easy. You didn't know if it, there was a lace or if it blended okay. And then I started seeing, the lace fronts. I dabbled with some lace fronts that were a little more noticeable than the ones I've received from the wig company. Those are my favorite right now. They're cost effective. They're one of the best lace fronts like I've received, that I think from a person that's been wearing wigs for years or someone that's a beginner. This I took right out of the box. I have never had to do nothing to a wig like this. Right now I favor the lace. It doesn't have to be 100% hand tied, but I like it in like that mono section because it gives the versatility to part it, down the middle, off to the side, pull it back. I'm still a fan of like the little volume bump on top. So I like that for versatility. 100% hand tied is fabulous. If you want to invest with that as well, because you can pull it up, you can really do a number of things with it. As I said, I feel like it always is like a beginner, moving up the line to what you're comfortable with. But right now, lace front, mono are my go-tos. I mean, I've gathered a lot of wigs through the years, so I call it like my wig vault. I have a cabinet where I have numerous options, but if I'm having a down day about my real bio hair, and it happens out here in Florida with the humidity, not every girl's fine hair friend, but it always stuck out to me, as I mentioned, like my clients that actually needed, to seek other alternatives because they didn't have their bio hair or were going through their issues. But it's just hair. That's what always has stuck out to me. It's just hair. I have it. One day I might not have it, and that's okay. I'm blessed to have it now, and I have these alternatives as well. Whenever I get a wig straight out of the box, I love to turn it upside down and shake it. I love to run my fingers through it. I love to see how it's gonna work, comb it. I love dry shampoo as well. I feel like even if it's too shiny, it can transform it, make it look more, natural. And I love volume. So dry shampoo, whether you just want it to be freshened up, give that volume, take away that shine. That has been my go-to for any styling tips with wigs. The biggest, even if it's heat friendly, keep it on the lowest setting as much as you can for styling your wigs, even if it's synthetic, human, lowest setting, heat friendly. Try a back piece as well. Don't go for those bangs right in front first. Always do a little test strand, nothing huge, where you get the feel and comfortability of it. That's definitely a huge factor. I think helps with a lot of the different colors. I mean, as I mention it over and over and over, but I have jet black hair. My eyebrows are jet black as well. So I use primers. I have lipstick on my eyebrows right now to, in like a orangey brown red. That makes a huge difference. Dominant brows are a big deal nowadays, so it's great, but that helps transform and complement the color along with your skin tone. I like having, false lashes. I like having my real natural lashes. I like, with a red wig, I like having a bold lip. It's really playing around with what you're comfortable with. Not everyone wants to wear a full face of makeup. They want to still feel like their natural selves. And that plays a part, in the color you choose as well, to help that it's complementing. So there's numerous factors as well with that, but definitely invest in some good eyeshadow primers. That's my go-to for changing my brows up from jet black to like an ash blonde or a ginger red. That's my favorite go-to. So I'm wearing Summer Heat 28 tritone red from the Wig Company, and it's got the mono lace in front, and it's incredible, as you can see. Definitely, again, they showcase all different styles, all different ages, all different colors, the versatility. I know there's some influencers on their site, and then there's, like women that are just adventuring into this wig journey. So I think it's a great outlet. It's a great resource to utilize for a beginner, or as I mentioned, women that have been wearing wigs, that are in more advanced stages and ready to invest, or as I mentioned, just begin. My wish for the future for wigs is that it's common. It's as common as changing your nails day to day. It's accepted, it's familiar, it's embraced, it's not taboo. There's always going to be someone that doesn't agree or questions, something they're not familiar with. And I think that's the key, is to get people more familiar with it. Find, every hairstylist, like, in a salon that can be familiar with it, or at least, yes, gear you towards the right direction of someone that is familiar, to make you comfortable, because that's what it's about. You shouldn't have to feel, questioning like your comfortability with something that makes me, and I know so many others, like, feel so great.